Have you ever looked in a mirror and wondered, is this it? Is this all I'm meant to be? Let me tell you something. That doubt you feel, that fear, that's not a wall. It's a door. And the key, it's already in your hand. The question is, will you turn it? We've all been there. The rejection letter that feels like a punch to the gut. The closed door that seems to echo with finality. The silent phone that screams louder than any words ever could. These moments don't just make you question your worth. They make you wonder if you'll ever break free. You felt the weight of failure pressing down on your chest, a suffocating force whispering lies into your ear. You're not good enough. You'll never make it. Just give up. But what if I told you those whispers are not the truth? What if they're a test, a challenge, a call to rise? What if failure isn't the end of the road, but the signpost pointing you to the path you were always meant to take? But here's the truth they don't tell you. Failure isn't the end. It's the beginning of something extraordinary. Every great story starts with struggle, the kind that feels like it might break you, but instead it builds you. Every hero you admire, they've stood where you're standing now, scared, uncertain, questioning whether they have what it took to keep going. But they didn't let fear define them. They let it refine them. They didn't let the weight of their mistakes anchor them. Instead, they used it to build their strength. They turned their scars into maps, guiding them to places they never dreamed they could reach. Your failure is not a dead end. It's a detour, a chance to take a path you might not have considered before. It's the universe asking you, how badly do you want this? It's not there to stop you. It's there to prepare you. Because every setback carries a lesson, and every lesson brings you closer to the person you were meant to become. Think of failure as the fire that forges steel. It burns, yes, but it also strengthens. And when you come out the other side, you're sharper, more resilient, and ready to face whatever comes next. The truth is, no one escapes struggle, but those who embrace it, who lean into the discomfort and refuse to give up, are the ones who transform their lives. They learn that fear is not a sign to stop, but a signal that they're on the edge of something great. They learn that the pain of falling short is temporary, but the regret of not trying lasts forever. And when they finally achieve what they once thought was impossible, they look back at their failures, not with shame, but with gratitude. Because those failures were the stepping stones that brought them to greatness. Inside you is a version of yourself you haven't met yet. A version so strong, so capable, so unstoppable that it would leave you speechless. But here's the catch. That version of you doesn't come out in comfort. It's forged in the fire of challenge, molded by the grind, and revealed only when you're willing to step beyond what's easy. Think of it as a diamond buried deep within. It doesn't shine until it's put under immense pressure and cut with precision. It's you. The pressure you feel right now, the grind you're enduring, is shaping you into something extraordinary. You've been told to play it safe, to avoid risk, to stick to what's known. But safety doesn't unlock potential. Comfort zones don't build greatness. Every time you push through fear, every time you face a challenge head on, you're chiseling away at the layers that hide your true self. You're revealing the brilliance, the power, the unstoppable force that has always been within you. Imagine for a moment the person you could become if you stop holding back. Picture yourself standing tall, fearless, radiating confidence. That person isn't a fantasy. It's your future self waiting for you to take action. But it requires a choice to let go of excuses, to embrace discomfort, and to step into the unknown. because the greatest rewards are never found on the path of least resistance. They're earned in the moments when you decide to keep going, to fight harder, to believe in yourself even when no one else does. This version of you isn't just a possibility, it's a promise. It's the result of every bold step you take, every fear you face, and every challenge you overcome. And when you finally meet this unstoppable version of yourself, you'll realize that every struggle, every setback, every moment of doubt was worth it. Because the person you become on the other side is stronger, wiser, and more powerful than you ever imagined. Think of a seed. It's buried in darkness, surrounded by dirt. But it doesn't stay there. It pushes through, reaching for the light. That's you. Right now, you're in the dirt. But you're not buried. You're planted. And the world hasn't seen what you're about to become. And the potential within you is like a roaring fire waiting to be ignited. You may not feel it yet, but every small step you take fans the flames. The doubts and fears you carry are merely the shadows cast by the light of your possibilities. Imagine a world where you no longer hesitate, where every decision you make is fueled by the belief that you are capable of more. That world begins the moment you stop asking for permission to be great. Your journey is unique, but your struggles are not. Everyone faces obstacles, but not everyone chooses to rise above them. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't talent or luck. It's resilience. It's the ability to keep moving forward even when the path is unclear. You've been knocked down before, but you're still here. That's proof of your strength. The dreams don't have an expiration date. Time might feel like it's slipping away, but every day is a new opportunity to begin again. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting for someone else to validate your potential. The perfect moment is now, and the only validation you need is your own belief in yourself. Start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. So what do? You take one step, not tomorrow, not next week, today, right now. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be big, but it has to be bold. Maybe it's making that call you've been avoiding. Maybe it's writing the first page of that book. Maybe it's lacing up your shoes and going for that run. Whatever it is, do it now. Here's your roadmap. Identify one fear holding you back. Name it. Write it down. Take one action today that directly challenges that fear, no matter how small. Repeat tomorrow and the day after that. Momentum isn't built overnight, but it starts with a single push. This isn't just about you, it's about us, humanity. Because when you rise, you inspire others to rise with you. Your courage becomes contagious. Your success becomes a beacon. Imagine a world where everyone stepped into their potential, where fear didn't hold us back, where we built, created, and dreamed without limits. That world starts with you. Picture this. You're standing at the edge of a cliff, the wind whipping around you. Below is the life you've always known, safe, predictable, small. But ahead is the vast expanse of possibility. You can feel the fear in your chest, the doubt in your mind, but then you take a step and another until you're soaring. The air is sharp and cold, but it's alive with promise. That's what's waiting for you when you leap. So here's the deal. No more waiting, no more excuses. You've been playing small for too long, and the world needs what you have to offer. Not tomorrow, not next year, now. Take the step, turn the key, open the door, because nothing changes if nothing changes. And you were made for more. This is your moment, not yesterday, not someday, today. Feel the fire in your chest. Feel the strength in your veins. You are not your past. You are not your failures. You are a force of nature, unstoppable and undeniable. Stand up, step out, and show the world what happens when nothing holds you back. This is not a game, this is not a drill, and this is nothing funny. This is your life. Make it count.